It is 23 minutes after the hour. Bobby Whetstone, candidate for mayor of the city of Sylacauga, joins us. Bobby, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Did you know that there's two 6:30s in a 24-hour period, Bobby? A lot of people don't know that.
That's right.
Bobby, no, I didn't. Bobby, a local pastor here in Sylacauga. Talk about your church just a little bit first.
Yes, we're located on Sunrise Hill in Sylacauga. The name of the church is Refuge 4 Church. Mm-hmm. And we have a big sister program that we're doing. We have tutorial that we're doing.
Did you start that church, or was it?
Yes, okay. I started just me and my wife.
Yeah. Speaking of your family, talk about your family just a little bit.
My wife's from Anniston. Mm-hmm. I'm born and bred from Sylacauga. We've been married 29 years.
Wow.
So I got to get it right. So I said 29 years. September the 2nd, 1983.
Now, you just turned, what, 40?
48.
40? 48.
Yeah, 48.
Why, now you ran for city council in Sylacauga District 2 several years ago.
Yes, I did.
Why run for mayor?
Because it's needed, and I have the vision for Sylacauga.
Talk about your vision this morning.
Well, we have some major issues. We got globalization that's coming in. The government is in bad shape, so we have to look out for the city of Sylacauga. We want to bring businesses and industry into Sylacauga, and it's needed. And I got a vision that once I get in, I want to set up a think tank that can go out and recruit. Just not say we're going to recruit, but search out recruiting. Right. When I was in the military in 85, 86, I had a chance to go to South Korea. I did a tour in South Korea. And we're in a blessed nation. Yeah. Once you've been overseas, you appreciate America and the city of Sylacauga. And this is a great city. And we've got to do something about the industry here. And I'm going to get in. Once I become mayor, I want to get a think tank, a group of individuals to come in, and their main job is to search out and look for new industry. Because it's needed. If we're going to compete, because we as Sylacaugians have to look out for Sylacauga.
Now, you've been at city council meetings and followed the direction of our city. In your opinion, where are we as a city in Sylacauga?
Sylacauga's at a crossroad. It's at a crossroad. If you just travel downtown and look at the vacant buildings, look like Detroit in the 70s. I'm talking about buildings are vacant, buildings are vacant. Okay, those buildings need to be filled with businesses. So Sylacauga's at a crossroad. Mayor Wright has done a good job. He's a good man, and I respect him. And he did the best he could. But now it's time to go further. Just like you, if you had a son, you want your son to go further than you. So now it's time for Sylacauga to go to the next level in industry. That's what all the cities that's around our area in Montgomery, Birmingham, all the outside cities, they're looking forward to the future. And we've got to get ready for that future.
If Bobby Whetstone is like most of us in Sylacauga, financially, we're grappling here and we're grappling there, and the city of Sylacauga is no exception. Money is needed, and you can't do some of the things, hadn't been able to do some of the things that we did even 10 years ago.
Right, exactly. I think you have to be fiscal conscious. Physically, we had to sit down. Once we get in, first of all, we need a new city council. Just everyone needs to go. We need to sit down and look.
Why do you say that?
Because they've had their chance. Because the shape that we're in, we've got to move from the 21st century way of thinking to the 20th century to the 21st century. And so they're good people. But they're thinking. We got to change the spirit of Sylacauga and the way we think. It's very important because we have to look out for our children, our grandchildren. We just can't leave a city. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. But the way globalization is going, we got to prepare for the future. Take, for instance, we've got our kids, they get educated. When they get out of school, where do they go? They leave Sylacauga. Now, if we bring in industry and business in here, they will spend their monies here in Sylacauga. And it's very needed. So the city's at a crossroad, and we've got to get ready for the world, because it's become shorter in technology. So.
Bobby Whetstone, our guest this morning. Bobby, candidate for the mayorship of the city of Sylacauga in it's August 28th. And
exactly.
How long have you known you were going to run for mayor?
I watched the council. I sat down. I want to commend Mayor Wright for the things he's done, getting out those houses, getting rid of empty houses, and trying to better the city. So he's done a pretty good job. So once I saw that he was getting out the race, I said, now is the time. It is time now to take the city to the next level.
Bobby Whetstone, candidate for mayor of the city of Sylacauga in the August 28th municipal elections. And, there are candidates, city councilmen who are running for the mayorship, at least two. And so there's going to be a good possibility of a new face on the city council.
Yes. Well, Mr. Jacobson, he's been in.
Right.
Doug's been in there with at least 10
time,
years.
Yeah.
Okay, now you got to ask yourself, and this is the most important thing that the Sylacaugans have to ask themselves: are they better than they were 4 years ago? And when I go around and ask the city, they say, no. Hey, we need a change. We need a fresh face. We need some bold new ideas. And I got a lot of ideas that will bring industry into this city.
From time to time, there's talk of at City Hall and the different entities of people not really feeling good about their position and the future of their position. What can you do as mayor to encourage those city employees?
Well, the first thing we know, that let them know they're doing public service. They're doing the work. It's bigger. It's bigger than all of us. It's God ordained government. So what I'm gonna do to motivate them, that if you put your work in, look out for the city, and the city will look out for you. I think we need to bring revenue in. If someone is doing a job and it's exemplary and it's a great job, they need to be rewarded for it.
We have seen just in our town.
Right.
And there's a lot of people watching from other parts of the state of Alabama, and maybe a lot of towns are basically the same, but we have seen marquee names as far as businesses close their doors just in the last few months. How and what kind of plan do you have in mind? You got the think tank, as you talk about,
exactly.
but bringing new businesses to the city of Sylacauga.
One thing is key. Our education system is great. That's going to be drawing. The move, the move to put Nicholas Lawson on 21 was a great economic move. I was sentimental to East Highland and Mountain View. That is going to be a drawing tool. The things we have in place also going to be a drawing tool. Our education system, our fire department, top rated, police chief, top rated. Those are things that people look in for to bring their business. And also, do we have the land? I got a bold plan for annexation. We need to annex, to get more land in the city of Sylacauga that will attract businesses. You go from the Mill Village, you go to north of 21. Those are areas that we can bring. Let me say this. We have people in this city, excellent people, that work at Amston Army Depot.
Right.
They work at Honda.
Right.
We have the resource. We have the people and the know how to do the job. We just got to bring the businesses in. Now, and so that's what to do it. The education system, which we have, top notch. You see what I'm saying? And the annexation. When they come in and they see that we have annexed and we have the land to build these industries and the property to bring in these businesses, I think it'll be a great drawing too.
We've just finished up, or in the process of finishing up, a paving project in Sylacauga. A little over $1 million spent, but that's not a lot of money to pave the roads in Sylacauga, which many of them are in dire straits.
Bad shape. And that's what I'm saying. Okay, Walter, which is a good man, and Doug, they had their chance. The roads are terrible. You go from a smooth road to a rough road, a smooth road to a rough road. We need to have some type of project that all of our roads in this city is drivable. But it's not potholes. I ask people all around the city. That's why they said, "Pay, man. We need paved roads. These roads are terrible." And every councilman that comes in, that's what they say. We're going to pave the roads, but they do nothing. You got to work. You got to search. You got to seek. You just can't be getting a paycheck.
What do we need to do with the East Highland property?
We need to tear it down.
I mean, that's part of your heart there.
Exactly. I fought for it. I fought for it. I told them, I said, if you leave and take that school out, you're probably going to end up tearing it down. Now, it's in bad shape. It's an eyesore. But that is a salvageable property over at Mountain View School. You know, maybe we can get memorabilia, work with the alumni to get some things from Sylacauga that we can remember, because I went to East Highland that we can put up and cherish the memories. A museum, you know, put things in the museum, but it's gone. It really need to be torn down. And we should have had a strategic plan to do something about that. But now it's done.
Is it not kind of, though, Bobby, sometimes we can get so busy, it's out of sight, out of mind, and that's where your plan comes in, of strategic planning to make sure it doesn't get pushed on the back burner?
Exactly. Now, you take, for instance, Mountain View. We're finna run in the same situation. They have the Sea Stars alternative school. I worked in the school system, and I subbed over it there. It's a great facility. But, you know, the place is dying. It's not being used. So if we don't watch out, the same thing that happened to East Highland is going to actually happen to Mountain View.
So when people go to the polls in August and they're beginning to contemplate a decision even now in mid to late June, why should they consider Bobby Whetstone as mayor?
Because I have the vision. I have the know-how. I have the leadership skills. I've been prepared for this all my life, you know, ready to lead my city that I'm proud of. Everywhere I go, whether South Carolina, New York City, Detroit, I talk about Sylacauga. And I'm the man because I had a vision. If we put in and implement the views that I have, it would be great for this city, because we've got to do it. I run a budget in my church. I worked in financial services. I know how to set up a budget. I know how to, and I got the leadership skills to do this. And I'm young, and I'm ready, and I'm fresh, and it's exciting.
I can tell it.
You know, because I love this city, man. I love this city. I grew up here. Man, we have people that come into this city to work. Don't even live in this city. Don't even live. We should bring in people that's going to buy, sell in this city, go to our churches, live in this city. There's
been much talk in recent years, and it goes back, I guess, a number of years now, about a sportsplex in Sylacauga. Your feelings on that?
Exciting. But the problem is that we have a do-nothing council. We have a do-nothing administration. Okay, we got to maintain with these 20th century ideas. Okay, we bring the sportsplex in. Okay, we buy the acreage to put it up. Okay, you have to establish recruitment to bring in the people to participate in the sportsplex. I think it would be a great idea. It would bring revenue in the city for our hotels, for our businesses. But you need a council. You need a mayor that's going to recruit, go out. And not just for the bucks, man. Do it for the heart of Sylacauga. You see what I'm saying? So some things has got to be done because, hey, what about my grandchild, man? I'm 48, man. I remember when I used to play the trumpet on the Fest Simpkins. And then when I went to East Highland and Mountain View, I'm the Buddy Simpkins. Man, I'm just a little boy. I'm getting older now. You understand what I'm saying? So I got to think outside the box. It's bigger than me. You know, and Doug and Walter policies is not catered to the big picture. And you know what that is? them grandchildren.
You have mentioned Doug Murphy, who's mayor candidate, Walter Jacobson, the mayor candidate, but there are other councilmen that are on that council now. You said earlier that we need to clean the slate.
Exactly, we do. If you keep doing the same old things and look for different result, then Einstein said you insane. So Sylacauga is tired, man. We want our kids here in Sylacauga.
No movie theater in our town.
Exactly. No movie theater. Everybody have to go to Inverness. All my young people, okay, you see I love to eat. Man, it's hard to get a buffet meal in Sylacauga. It's hard to find a buffet meal here. This is crazy, man. I got to go to other places to get a good meal in Sylacauga. We've got industry here that caters to foods and huddle houses, but we need to bring in a Ruby Tuesdays. What's wrong with having a Cracker Barrel? What's wrong with bringing in these restaurants? You go out, you eat, where you gonna go? Noble Park. Check this out. This council, this recreation department, put a bicycle track in Noble Park, and it's just sitting there. All that money spent to build it. Where's the competition? Who's going out trying to do something to bring in the young people to ride and race in that bicycle? See, we don't need that to happen to the sportsplex. We need to, if we're going to spend the money, we got to go out and recruit for that. And this council has had that chance.
That 280 corridor been talked about for anchor stores and things like that on 280, which would be a great thing, but for whatever reason it just has not happened, and a lot of people have given up on it and say, hey, the city of Sylacauga is 12,000 plus citizens, and that's the way we'll always be.
Right. And in 20 years, we probably won't even exist. We'll be like a ghost town. We're getting older, man. We got to think outside the box. We cannot be a retirement town. We cannot be small. It's going to overtake us. We'll be irrelevant. So we got to cater to for the future. We have to put in plans. Now it's just like a ship. Once you turn a big oil tanker, it just don't turn on a dime. It takes time. You understand what I'm saying? So 5-10-year plans need to be put in place to look out for our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren for this great city of Sylacauga. It's not being done. It's not been. All the council are doing, seems to me, is shuffling money, trying to maintain. But we need to bring in the industry. We need to bring in revenue in this city. And there's 2 ways you bring in revenue. You either raise taxes, which is crazy in this type of economy, or you bring in industry.
Neither one of them are easy tasks to accomplish. You're going to have people who buck at the increase in sales tax. You're going to have people who are looking for particular places. Now, the industrial complex out on the Thetford Road is booming. The shingle plant is going up there. It's going to employ a number of people. Is that the kind of thing you're talking about, bringing more industry into Sylacauga of that type to employ more people?
Green jobs, auto. Oh, man, we're moving. We got to stop riding in this T model and get in the Porsche. You understand what I'm saying? And so we're moving. We're in the globalization. We're in technology. We got to set up and bring in industry that's going to last 40, 50 years. That's going to build these new cars and the parts in this area. So yes, we are, like I said, Sam. Yeah, he was maintaining. He was. I got to give him the job he was doing. But there's more. We got to get ready for the future, and it's coming to green jobs, and the cars, battery run cars. Man, I was looking at the news. They got a car that's going to get 18 miles to the gallon. Now, why do Lincoln, Montgomery, Tuscaloosa, why Sylacauga can't get that business? Our people are working there.
True.
We got to bring it in. We got to look out for our people.
Bobby Whetstone, our guest, Bobby, candidate for mayor of the city of Sylacauga. And I know if people don't have a home church, you want to invite them to your church too.
Of course. You won't go to sleep on Sunrise Hill. You will not go to... Wear your tennis shoes. Don't wear heels, because we're going to praise the Lord. It's an awesome thing we're doing on Sunrise. Sunrise is a great area. You know, we still are using septic tanks on Sunrise.
For people who do not know, where is Sunrise Hill?
It's East Park Street.
Okay.
Just stay on East Park until a dead end. Once you go down the hill where the kids dangerously be jumping over Thrill Hill, you'll run right in that Sunrise in the Moon Park area. And it's a great area. It's a great area. Need a lot of work.
Has that area been forgotten?
Yes. It's been forgotten. But we're working strategically from a spiritual point of view, and from an empowerment point of view. You know what I'm saying? Empowering the youth, working with the youth in that area, and that's where you just can't pray to people. You gotta educate them, man. Pull up your pants.
You got to put legs on them praying, don't you?
Exactly. But it's a beautiful area. That's a District 2 area.
Okay. Bobby, thanks for being with us this morning. Good luck in the campaign, man.
Yeah, remember, we're going to change the spirit of Sylacauga, and if you're not satisfied where you're at now, it's because of the city council, and we need to change it. God bless.
We got more coming up on Daybreak in just a couple of moments. Don't go away.